after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. To throw is Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Nix to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going. It's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Alert, alert, alert! Round 80! What's that?
Now Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A first throw for the backup Trubisky. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
On the play, but it leads to 4th down.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now this is caught. He hits more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
For a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to change it up. Allen to throw once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
We got it.
Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Dances by at the 20. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And now an audible here into something else. To throw, here's Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Motion. Ready. Bombers.
Back to the air with Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
18. That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Here's Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
23 yards. That's another Bills first down.
Now Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways.
Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Kill! Bombers! Catching! Olay!
Nix to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down, Denver.
Throwing Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nix looking to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Harvey looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. The slot man in motion right. Nick's going to tap this forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Middle. Half. Hey, tight. tight. Monday. Alert! Move! What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. And that will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Allen. That's taken in by Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That's another Buffalo Bills.
56.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Five wide. Look out.
Now Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir, but it's going to be 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Moore from 17 yards out. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Broncos 13. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They're going. It's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
38 yards on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix once more. He'll swing this out to Harvey.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Chill. Hey! Captain. Bombers. Olay.
Nix from the shotgun.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Bonito able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. after the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Now Trubisky. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 2. Now Trubisky to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Makes it third and 2.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he is caught. Breaks through the contact. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. The middle, it's Cook. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's Trubisky. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 27.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Nix to the air. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Able to find Mims. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can walk.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now it's Nix. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.